Hello, my name is Nidhi Pandey and I'm the Technical Marketing Engineer for Identity Services Engine. In this video, I'm going to talk about the monitoring and troubleshooting services of ICE. There are three aspects to it: monitoring, which provides the real time presentation of meaningful data about the devices and the network endpoints. Secondly, the troubleshooting, which provides tools for easy debugging of network issues and the access issues, and hence helps provide resolution in timely manner. Lastly, the reporting, which enables the users or the admin to generate reports to analyze trends and monitor the system performance and network activity. The monitoring data is stored in the database of the MNT node. ICE monitoring service receives this data from the various network access devices and the endpoints. And hence, these switches and routers and various other network access devices should be configured appropriately to communicate with the monitoring service. Also, in a larger organization, this data is collected at a very high rate from the policy services nodes and the various network access devices. So, it is recommended to have a dedicated MNT node solely for this purpose. In the next couple of sections, I'm going to talk about the ICE dashboard, the alarms which gets generated, and also the alarm settings. So after you log into ICE, this is the default home page or the ICE dashboard, which you see on the screen. You have metrics on top and the various dashlets below. This ICE dashboard provides a glance of the number of endpoints in the network, number of users accessing the network, and also the overall system health. The user has an option to choose a custom dashboard, and he can do that from this dashboard settings drop down menu. You can select on add new dashboard, give a new name. I give test dashboard and I click on apply. I now have an option to choose the dashlets for viewing. At a time, you can have around 9 dashlets for any dashboard. And I select a couple of them and I click on save. I have my custom dashboard created for viewing now. So I can remove this dashboard by clicking on this X. It gives me a warning. I click on OK and I'm back to the default dashboard screen. The user also has an option to export the data from this screen. So you click on export. You select what all data you want to export. Let's say I select network devices and endpoints and the rest of it. I select the format and I click on export and I save this file. Let me show you how you can access information from this particular screen. Let's say you want to access information about the endpoints in the network. So we have the endpoints dashlet here. You hover around these sections and it gives you the number of mobile devices which is there in the network, the miscellaneous devices, the number of workstations in the network. If you click on the specific sections, it opens a new window. And here I have the window with the detailed information about the workstations. I can choose the number of rows to be displayed from here. I can select the fields which are to be displayed on the screen from this particular option. The user has an option to filter on a specific category. Also do an advanced filter search. Let's say I want to filter on a specific user. So I click on the username, contains, select the operand. You have these operands available for selection. I select the username contains and I enter the username. And here I have the workstations connected from this login. Let's go back to the previous screen. I have the system summary dashlet here. And you go over these sections and it gives you the time and the percentage utilization. So these are the various nodes in this deployment, and it gives you a glance of the memory, CPU utilization, and overall health of the system. This is the alarms dashlet. Let's have a look at the alarms dashboard now. So these are the most recent alarms which were generated by the system. We have the severity, the occurrence, and the last occurred column over here. So you can get to know more details about these alarms if you click on the symbols here. So let's say I want to look at the details of this particular alarm, radius request drop. So I click on the symbol and it opens a new page with the detailed information about this alarm. So here we have the details of the radius request dropped alarm. We have the failure reasons and possible resolution for these issues as well. So it's fetching data from the server. Let's give it some time. And here we have the details. So we have the timestamp and the description associated with it. If you want to see further details of a specific alarm, you can even click on this particular symbol here and it opens a new window again, and you have the complete description of this occurrence on what were the steps and the overview and the authentication details. So everything related to that alarm will be visible in this details page. So these alarms notify conditions and provide information on the system activity. And these are configurable and it can be disabled and enabled as well. At a time, a system can retain around 15,000 alarms, and the user has an ability to set the threshold value for these alarms as well. Let's see where we can set these options from. So you need to go to Administration and Settings and click on the alarm settings from the left panel. So these are the alarms which can be generated from the system. We have the categories of these alarms, severity associated with it, and we have the status of these alarms, whether it's enabled or disabled. So to edit the alarm, you select the particular alarm and click on the edit button, and you can enable or disable it from here. You can even suggest a possible action for it. You can have the notification email address configured over here. So in case the alarm is generated, a notification email will be sent to these email addresses, and you can add a note to these emails. Click on cancel over here. User also has an option to add alarms. So these are the category of alarms which can be configured by the user. So you can select on these categories and you have the fields populated. You can set the threshold value. So these fields change as you change a different alarm type. Let's say I choose a high disk space utilization and I have a different field over here. You can set the suggested actions, the description, and you can even set the severity of this alarm. And you click on the submit button and this gets enabled. So I click on cancel, I go back to the previous screen. These are the column settings, and you can see what all options can be displayed in this particular table. You can see that we have around 162 alarms which can be generated from the system. That's all about the alarms and the RISE dashboard. Thank you.